Breakfast Club, bitches.
Donkey of the day with Charlamagne the God. I don't know why y'all keep letting him get y'all like this.
Donkey of the day for Friday, June 19th goes to a group of 16 friends from Florida who all tested positive for coronavirus. You heard me? Who all tested positive for coronavirus after a night out at a recently reopened Florida bar. Florida, Florida, Florida. What does your Uncle Charla always say about Florida? The craziest people in America come from the Bronx and all of Florida, and this is just further proof. See, Florida reopened certain businesses through much of the state back on May 4th, which seems like such a long time ago. People said Florida was bugging. They were opening up too early. And now what do we have? Florida showing signs is the next coronavirus epicenter as cases are now cases have spiked all throughout the state. All right, Florida has reported 3,207 additional coronavirus cases as of yesterday, the largest single-day count in the state since the pandemic started. Florida's total cases are now at 86,000, and according to the Florida Agency for Healthcare Administration, more than three-quarters of the Sunshine State adult intensive care unit beds are occupied, and general hospital beds were at nearly 75% capacity across the state. My God. I get it, though. I get it. It's hard to stay your ass at home when you live in that beautiful state full of psychopaths. Average temperature is 80.5 degrees. Beaches are beautiful. I get it. Totally understand. You've been cooped up in the house. Getting back out there in those streets is like a celebration. It's like Juneteenth. You want to celebrate the remembrance of the ending of slavery. But no, because that goddamn plague is still out there. Okay, this group of 16 friends learned that the hard way when they all gathered at a local bar to have drinks for a friend's born day. Okay, the irony of risking your life to celebrate one. Kat Layton is one of the young ladies, and they were on with Chris Cuomo this week to tell their story about how a few rum runners led to all of them having the runs. Oh, yes, not so fun fact. Diarrhea is absolutely one of the symptoms of COVID-19. Oh, it goes down in the BM, and by BM, I mean bowel movement. Now, Kat Layton, Erica Crisp, and Dara Sweat are three of the 16 friends who all caught that Rona together. Listen to what they had to say to Chris Cuomo.
7 workers at a Florida bar and a group of 16 friends who were out for a night of fun all tested positive for coronavirus. Erica Crisp was one of them. She's been sick for a week, but she's here along with 2 of those friends, Kat Layton and Dara. Is it Sweet or Sweat?
It's Sweat.
Well, I know nobody had masks. It was crowded in there, just like a normal bar. Why did you think it was okay to do it that way? And what do you think now?
I think at the time it was more out of sight, out of mind. We hadn't known anybody who had it personally. Governor, mayor, everybody says it's fine. We go out. It's a friend's birthday. It was a mistake.
How do you feel about it now?
I feel foolish. It's too soon. You know, we got super sick almost immediately within days.
Erica, I know there was a group of 16 of you. Everybody got sick?
Every one of us.
Are you listening, America? Are you really? Did you hear what Kat Layton said, standing around in a crowded bar and no one was wearing masks? We knew that we were pushing it. You knew that you were pushing it. That means that inner voice, that inner alarm system, those spider senses were going off and you was ignoring them just to have a Miami Vice with some friends. You know, some say if you are not willing to risk the unusual, you will have to settle for the ordinary. Well, in regards to corona, I'm cool on the unusual. Okay, I am fine with an ordinary temperature. I am fine with not losing my sense of taste or smell. I am absolutely fine with not having shortness of breath or difficulty breathing. Ordinary is perfectly okay for me in those scenarios, all right? If those are the rewards of the risk-taking that comes with being out and about with your friends, sipping margaritas during the global pandemic, then I am cool on all of that, okay? Erica Crisp said, and I quote, "At the time, the virus was out of sight, out of mind, and she didn't know anyone who had it, and the governor and the mayor said everything was fine, but within days, Corona said, allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Cove. America, listen to me, man. 23 states have seen spikes in coronavirus cases since last week. Things are not sweet out here in these streets. I don't care what your president says. I don't care what your president-supporting governor says. They are simply attempting to ignore what they don't want to deal with. But guess what? Ignoring something doesn't change it, okay? It doesn't make things go away just because you ignore it. Now, here's the thing. Out of the 16 friends who all caught the virus after, downing daiquiris, some had flu-like symptoms. None got seriously ill, but that's not the point. The point is, this is the same disease that is taking out older folks in our lives. This is the same disease that is taking out people with underlying conditions. This is the same disease that is impacting black people more than everyone else. None of that has changed, people. Saying, oh, we got to worry about the second wave, or there may not be a second wave. You know why? Because we haven't finished surfing the first wave yet. We still riding the first wave. The first wave still big as hell. The moral of the story is, listen to all these young Karens in Florida. Okay, this is not a false alarm they are ringing. They want others to be more cautious about taking advantage of looser restrictions, and this is a real threat. Those young Karens in Florida aren't ringing a false alarm on a black bird watcher. Okay, they are ringing the alarm on a disease that has killed 120,000 people in America to date. Let me tell you something, man. Ignoring a problem is the same as being ignorant of it. But there's absolutely no way you can act ignorant to the dangers of coronavirus. I don't care where y'all want to go this summer. Just know that ignoring the coronavirus is a great way to end up at the wrong destination. We appreciate you sharing your stories, young Karens, young ladies in Florida, and being a lesson to us all. But please give Kat Layton, Erica Crisp, and Dara Sweat the sweet sounds of the Hamiltones.
Oh, now you are the donkey of the day. You are the donkey of the day. Yee-haw.
But you know what? Nobody listens to me because I have a lisp. So maybe I need to remind y'all by playing this message from the forever First Lady, Michelle Obama. Okay, now for those who are going back to work, this message isn't for y'all. This message is just for those who are going out for the sake of going out, catching corona for recreational purposes. This message is for you.
Hey, Charlamagne, this is Michelle Obama, and I have a special message for all your Breakfast Club listeners. Our communities are among the hardest hit by the coronavirus, and we've got to do everything we can to keep each other safe. And that means staying home, because even if we're not showing any symptoms, we can still spread the virus to others. Let's keep each other safe by just staying home. Thank you so much, and God bless.
That's all I'm saying. Okay.
All right. Well, thank you for that donkey of the day.
Oh, yes. And by the way, I actually have 2 coronavirus testing sites going on this weekend. If you're in Columbia, South Carolina, if you're listening to me on Hot 103.9, starting at 10 a.m. today from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Benedict College's Charles W. Johnson Stadium. It'll be free COVID-19 drive-through testing today and tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. So pull up, man, because coronavirus is still a real thing.
Donkey Today is brought to you by the law office of Michael S. Lamonsoff. Don't be a donkey. Dial pound 250 on your cell and say the bull if you've been hurt in a construction accident. That's pound 250 from your cell and say the bull.